Hi there, this is Luise Heinzl. Nice to see you here today. Today I want to give you a final flip through of my Dephemerember 2023 journal. I have taken my binder apart, as you probably have seen, and turned it into this journal, and now I want to give myself, and of course you as well, the chance to flip through the journal and look closer to each of the pages. And in this video, we are also going to find out who has won the 3 prizes from my Dephemerember giveaway. So if you want to know if you have won, then please stay tuned. And we also are going to make some packages for the prizes. So the prizes are 3 packs of scraps, and I want to make a really nice packaging for those so that I then can ship them to the winners. So if you perhaps need an idea for a packaging of something that doesn't have to be scraps, then perhaps this is that is an idea for you as well. And if you are new to my channel and you think, oh, what is Dephemerember? I have missed that. Or if you ask yourself if you can do Dephemerember in January, February, March, and so on as well, then the answer is the videos are still available and will be available forever. I mean, as long as YouTube will exist, the videos will exist, meaning you can find the videos here on my channel and the videos on Barbara's channel, who has hosted Dephemerember together with me. And you can also find the blog post still available on my website. The link is down below in the description box. On that blog post, you can find everything you need to know. Even if you are new, you can get an overview over what Dephemerember is. You can find the prompt list there. You can find all of the digitals, the freebies, and also photos of my projects and so on. So everything is still available if you want to do Dephemerember in January. That's, of course, absolutely no problem. So coffee, very important. And with that, we can then start the flip through. I'm a little bit excited. Do you know that when you made a journal and you have finished the journal, then you are excited to flip through it, even if you know what's inside? That's the beauty of junk journaling, isn't it? So let's go into this. I can't believe that this is over now. It's always so amazing on the one hand to have a finished journal in your hands, and then you think, okay, Dephemerember is finished. How crazy is that? And that's somehow with every journal I make, not only with Dephemerember, even if Dephemerember is of course something special, but yeah, this feeling to have this finished in my hands and to know that I can take it out every time I want and flip through it and have all of these memories in one journal, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. So I hope you enjoyed this flip through as well. But let's now talk about the prices for my giveaway and the packages I want to make for those to ship them to the winners. So these are 3 packs of Heinzlscraps, scraps from my craft room, but I don't want to send them like this. This is a little bit too boring for me, but I want to quickly talk about what this is. So I have collected some special pieces from my craft room, and when I look at these packs, I mean, this is full of memories as well, somehow. There are so many things that come to my mind when I look at these pieces, because I know from which projects I have these left over. And that is somehow a little bit weird, because in these bags there are so many projects, because, you know, it's only the scraps, but the memories make it like filled with a ton of projects. So these scraps come from several different projects, of course, and if you win these and you unbox these, you will see perhaps some things that you know from my videos. So these 3 will go to 3 of you, but not like this. I want to make a packaging for them, and perhaps that's an idea for you as well if you want to send something to someone that doesn't have to be a pack of scraps. Yeah, that can be anything. And I thought I want to combine some ideas that I had in the past for these packages, because I wanted to make them into something special. Nothing fancy, but something special. Do you know what I mean? So I have chosen this paper. This comes from a banana box, and perhaps you know this paper from one of Barbara's last videos where she has unboxed the package I have sent to her when I sent her my second Dephemerember journal, which is now her Dephemerember journal, of course, and some other things. And I have wrapped those gifts into such a banana paper as well. So I thought it would be nice if 3 of you have such a paper as well. But you know me. I don't want to leave this like it is, because I want to mix in another idea, and that's what I have made when I have sent Barbara the scraps from my stash for Dephemerember. I have sent her a little package then, and that was made from some packaging paper as well. It was not this banana paper, just some brown packaging paper, but there was some paint on it, and I have stamped and embossed a butterfly. My confusion about the things that are going on in my head wouldn't be so extremely if I have had a New Year's party with a lot of alcohol. Then I could say, excuse me, but that is the rest of the party. Do you know what I mean? I'm just sitting here in my bedroom and, you know, office area, and I'm realizing that what I'm talking in that video is totally crap. I mean, that's not what I wanted to say, and that is not the truth. Have you realized that I, the whole time, was talking about the wrong package? I mean, the thing with the butterfly and so on. It was not the package where I have sent Barbara the scraps in, but it was the package where I have sent her this door for December 1st, yeah, for the first prompt with Effie's first letter, do you know? That was the package I meant the whole time. So perhaps you have already noticed it. I have noticed it now while I'm sitting here and editing the video. I'm really sorry. But some of you have already wished for black and white Louisa, so here I am. I'm so sorry. So let's go on with this package. I just wanted to clarify that. And to be honest, I wanted to be sure that I'm not alone with this like confusion in my head. So thanks for listening. Let's go on with this project. Holy crap. And there have been some other elements on that package as well, which I want to imitate on this here. So if you want to make this, I will quickly tell you how I measured the paper. So this is actually already folded in half. I have just taken my package of scraps here and I've put this down here like so that I can see that I have a little bit of space around here because I want to sew around this purple paper later. And I've just taken this, and this was like this long strip, so I've just cut it off so that the scraps fit in here, but that I have a little space around for my sewing. Of course you could glue this as well, but then you would need a little space around as well probably. So now I want to take some white acrylic paint and I want to brayer this on in a really irregular way so that it looks like this banana paper was used to protect your table, because that's exactly what I have used for the other packaging as well, with the only difference that the paper that I have used there was like a real protection paper, yeah, and here I'm trying to get this look to it, and I want to have this as irregular as possible. That's also why I have crumbled the paper a little bit before doing this, and I'm not going to dry these papers with my heat gun, or I don't let them air dry, because I want to use the wet paint for a special effect with golden embossing powder. And then I'm going to take a stamp. This is exactly the same stamp I've used for Barbara's packaging as well. This comes from the specimen set by Tim Holtz and Stampers Anonymous. The number is CMS 410. I'm going to use some embossing ink from this embossing dabber here. And now you might think this is not dry yet. Could be a problem. Yes, I know. But I want to do this on purpose. That, I mean, this stamp is relatively detailed, or not relatively, it's extremely detailed. That's the right English word. But I don't want to have the details. I want to have this really abstract. That's why I'm stamping into this paint, which is still a little bit wet, so that I then can take some golden embossing powder, throw this on here, and also here to the areas where the paint is still wet, because I'm hoping that some of the powder is sticking to the paint as well and not only to the butterfly. So can you see there's some of the golden embossing powder sticking to the paint, and that's exactly what I want to have. So let's throw this on here to get some nice effects here to the back side of the packaging as well. Can I do this really like smart? Let's see. If I leave this on there and take this and stamp the butterfly here, then I can throw the powder from the other paper to this. And if you don't like this loose effect, of course you could dry this with your heat gun, and then you can emboss the butterfly in a more, you know, like detailed way. But if you want to do that, I would iron the paper as well to get like a smooth surface to stamp on. Otherwise it could get, you know, like loose and irregular by itself, just because the paper is so irregular. So let's put this aside, and then in a second we can melt the powder. So here we go. And I mean, I know that purple is perhaps not everyone's taste, and perhaps this color combination is not everyone's taste, but I want to point out what the embossing powder made here, and that you can of course do this in any other color combination as well, even if this is not your cup of tea. Because look how clear on the one hand and abstract on the other hand the butterfly turned out. We can still see some of the details, and that is exactly what I wanted. In reality, I mean, this is the reality as well. If you would stamp this to like a normal piece of paper without this like irregular surface, then the butterfly would have many, many more details, of course. This is a really amazing and detailed stamp. Here we can see some of the details, and at the same time it's abstract, and that's what I wanted. And because of the wet paint and the stickiness of the wet paint, we have some of these bigger areas with the golden embossing powder where the powder is also thicker, the same thickness like on the butterfly, but at the same time we get this like fairy dust here. Can you see that? There where the paper was a little bit static and or the paint was already relatively dry, we got only a few of these tiny golden pieces, and I really like this effect. That looks so, so cool. And I especially like that it is so irregular. Here, for example, you can see this like really extreme part, and here it's this dusty look, and that is amazing. I hope that you can see that. And that's of course possible with any other color combination as well. And I'm really hoping that the 3 people who are going to get these things like purple and white and gold, oh my goodness, perhaps I should have chosen more neutral colors for this. So let's hope for the best and add some clusters here to the butterflies. That was also the reason why I wanted to have the butterflies relatively abstract, so that this cluster here gets a little attention as well, and that it gets one with the butterfly. These clusters I also made with some scraps from my craft room, and these buttons here come from the stash of my grandma and my mom. So I thought it could be nice for you to have one of these as well. And now I want to turn these pieces of paper into some bags, just by, oh, this is a little bit big, and two rectangular, ooh, yeah, that's better, that's better. I want to turn these into bags by sewing around them. I am going to use a black thread in my sewing machine. Of course, you could glue this as well and then just make a faux stitching by using a pen and going around. But if you want to use a sewing machine, I want to talk about how I will do this now, because that is the easiest way for me. So I'm going to take one of these, and then first I will sew here, here and here, to have the possibility to then put the scraps in here, close this, and then I will sew it here so that it is all closed. And when I have that, I think I want to add some black splatters, because this needs something. It looks like not finished even with the black thread here, but I want to sew first so that I can see the amount of black I'm going to have here from the thread, and then I will decide how many black splatters I want to add here. So then they look like this, and I already love them really much, especially because of this irregular edge here. I have left this here on purpose. I mean, this was you know, from the original paper, and I think that makes a really nice addition. And I want the people who get this package have the same like struggle like Barbara had, because when this is sewn all around, you have to cut it open or you have to tear it open. And I thought, why shall only Barbara struggle with that? Yeah. So I'm going to staple some fabric on here because I have done that on Barbara's package as well. I think that's a nice addition. And I just have to laugh because I remember a really funny situation that happened with a similar package to this. I made for a person who is not a junk journaler and not a paper crafter at all. The person has nothing to do with crafting, I would say. I mean, the person has an eye for beautiful things, I would say, but has never made something like this and has never had something like this in his hands. So, and I'm so sorry. That was so funny because I made a Christmas present in such a way. I have just taken one of my Christmas printables with a Santa Claus on here, and in the package there have been some more packages with this, how do you call that in English? This salt that you put into your bath water when you have a bath. Yeah, then you can put this salt in and it gets dissolved, I think is the word. And then, you know, it smells good and it's good for your skin. You know what I mean? And when you have these packages and you buy them in the store and you shake them, then you have this noise that the salt in the package makes. And when I had put them into such a package and sewn around here, and he has taken the package and has shaken it like this, shake, shaked, shaken, shoken, you know, he made this. He thought that the salt is directly behind this paper and in this bag, and he was afraid to open it because he thought then everything would come out. And then I said, just tear it open, just open it. And he was like, I can't tear it because it's sewn all around. He was a little bit like, you know, overwhelmed because he obviously has never seen such a package before. And for me, it was just funny because for me, it was the most normal thing in the world to sew around and close the whole package. And don't use tape or something like that, like normal people would use to wrap a package or a gift, I mean, or tape to use to close a package. Is that English? Perhaps. And I just remembered this funny situation when I have sewn around here, and I will probably, the next, you know, when I make such a package again, then I will probably always think about that situation because it was just so hilarious. Hilarious, is that the word? I think so. And as you can see, it needs black splatters as well. So I want to have that, of course, on all of the three. But I will add the splatters only to the front. I've just decided that, not because I'm lazy, but because I thought when you get this package, then you should have the possibility to have two different kinds of collage fodder. I mean, this is like, I would interpret that like that this is something that you could use as it is, as a junk journal page. Yeah, if you have torn it or cut it open, then you can fold it here and it's a junk journal page with a butterfly here, and you know, you can use it as it is. But the backside, why don't we leave it like it is now, and then you can decide about the color for splattering, or if you want to stamp on here, then it's probably better to do it in this stage of the paper instead of having this acrylic paint on there. I thought for 2024, I want to overthink the things less than in the past years. But I have the feeling that that's not going to happen because I already do it again. But do you know what? When I have something like this and I know that someone will receive it, then I want to have the person to be happy about that and have fun with that. And I'm then thinking probably more about what the person is going to think about this and do with this than anything else. Do you know what I mean? And another of those things is I want to add some letters here because I have done that on Barbara's package as well. There was a B here on the top, and that was a B from these ideology letters here. In the meantime, I got some, you know, it's hard to find these, and it's a while ago when I told you that I have never had these. And then I got 2 of them and I was like, oh my goodness, this is gold. I mean, it's gold, but it's paper, yeah. But for me, it was like so awesome to have these in my hands for the first time. And then Tim has sent some to me after he heard that I couldn't get these here in my area. And some of you have sent some of these to me as well. And now, look, I have this much. It's so incredible. I mean, these are several packages of these and it's just awesome to have them. And because I'm really thankful that I have them, I want to give some away to you. So I want to put some of holy cow. I want to put one of these letters here and staple it on so that it looks like on Barbara's package as well. But I can't know which letter I have to use because I don't know the names of the winners yet. So we have to find the winners and then we have to look how their names are, and then I can choose the right letter to put here. Yeah. Speaking of overthinking, you know. So I will let this dry a bit. Then I will take my laptop and then we can find out who has won these 3 Heinzlscraps packages. Oh. Okay, so here we go. I have taken my laptop and as you can see, I've already picked the right video here and did all the settings. I mean, all the settings. It's just this one thing so that this picker picks now a comment from all the comments. And we are going to start with package number 1. That's this one with this brown button on the butterfly. We'll put this aside so that it can't fall off. I'm so excited. So let's see who has won this. Whoa, that's a really long comment. Light Bulb Nirvana. What a cool name. So, what is he or she writing? This was my first Dephemerember to provide some authentic feedback as requested. Although I try to be good-humored about it, I have mixed feelings about Effie. Sometimes I felt including him was a little childish. On the other hand, thinking out loud, I really enjoy the puppet at the craftsman. There somehow it doesn't feel childish. What does this mean? I think there's a letter too much. I did think the humor with your Effie, the pillow was cute. Perhaps if you are to continue with a character like Effie, he might be a better executed doll with fur, whiskers, articulated arms and legs, a real straw hat, doll eyes, and grungy clothing. That is, if you want to have him more in the world with you and not only your printouts, yeah? That is something that I already also had in mind, so thank you very much for that feedback. Barbara and myself, we have talked a lot about that, and also how is it possible to bring a character like Effie like really to life, and I can totally agree to what you are writing here. So yeah, I don't want to go too much into detail, but I want to say that we, of course, will consider those thoughts for the next years of Dephemerember. So make him all that he can be visually as a character in the world. As I'm writing this, I am feeling all this might be too harsh for me to say, but I do not mean for it to be. And that is exactly what I was hoping for, that you say honestly what you think, because only with something like this, Barbara and I have the chance to make Dephemerember better and a better experience for you. And yeah, like a nicer December. And of course, we are trying to improve the things. And that is, I mean, you don't have to feel that it is harsh. Yeah. I mean, it would be a really big challenge to do what you have suggested here. But that has nothing to do with the fact that we want to consider to do something like this. Yeah, if we can't manage it because of our limited skills or limited whatever, you know what I mean. If we can't do it because we can't do it, then we can't do it. Do you know what I mean? But of course, that's a really good point. I just think this character requires more visual development. There's a lot of opportunity there, yet another part of me feels there might be a way to do Dephemerember without Effie. Then I realized neither you nor Barbara are making it a requirement include Effie in Dephemerember projects. Yes, I am still also trying to understand to what I am calling the Austrian School of Junk I am still also trying to understand to what I am calling the Austrian School of Junk Journaling. There's no right or wrong, but there's a distinctive style both you and Barbara share with regard to grunge. All in all, I know what you both have done is a lot of work, and I know I can't read the rest of the comment anymore. I can't scroll down. Oh my goodness. Can you see? It's so long. I can't see. Let's see if I... Oh, no. Oh, holy cow. I think I've... No, I can't. No, I can't scroll down. I'm so sorry. I can't read the rest, but you can be sure that I will go back to the comments below the video because, to be honest, I have to admit that I haven't read them all in total because I wanted to take my time to also make some notes about what you have written and given in your feedbacks. So I can't read the rest. But what is your real name? How can I find out what your real name is? I mean, Lightbulb Nirvana. Shall we take an L for your package now? I hope that's okay for you if I take an L, because I can't see if you have written your full or your real name there on the bottom. Holy cow. I hope that's okay for you. And thank you very much for this feedback and congratulations. So you get this L. I'm going to take this and staple this on here. Where's my stapler now? That is not so easy to do this because, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, my stapler couldn't handle this. Let's try it again. Okay, now I have it. So this here goes to you, Lightbulb Nirvana. Please write me an email to the email address which you can find in the description box below this video with your address so that I know where I have to send this. And then let's go on with the second package. That's this one with this larger, like, translucent button. Donna Morena 7846. Happy New Year, and thank you and Barbara for hosting another Dephemerember. Okay, now I feel bad to say this, but I couldn't get very excited about a few of the prompts because I feel like they were trying too hard to be challenging or silly. That's the same like I said before. Don't feel bad about saying something like that, please. Please don't feel bad, because if you say this and since you have said this, we, Barbara and I, have the chance to think about the prompt list for next year even more and try to avoid something like this, where you think it's too hard or challenging or silly or whatever. I mean, we can't make, it's impossible to make a prompt list that is like good for everyone. Yeah, that is something I think that is not possible. But of course, we want to try to think about these things that you have given in your feedbacks. I'm sure it's just me, but I think I was looking for more continuity with the prompts, and it felt scattered, perhaps due to opening ideas up to your audience. It was a thoughtful thing to do, though. I still enjoyed seeing how you and Barbara created something with all the prompts, but honestly, this is the first time I skipped a few. I do hope you both collaborate again for this year. I love the energy you both bring to this community with Dephemerember. Yeah, I think what you have written here is not only something that is good for Barbara and myself to think about, that's what I've just said, but it's also really, really helpful for yourself and your own growth, because let's go a little bit back in those thoughts. Not everyone likes to work with a prompt list. I am sure there are people who don't like prompts at all, but that's no reason that you can't join Dephemerember. If you think I don't like some of those prompts and I want to skip them, that's no reason that you can't join Dephemerember. Just skip the prompts and join the fun. Our goal is that in December, which is for some people in this world a really hard month, many people can come together and have fun together. And one of my personal, I would say the biggest point for me personally behind Dephemerember is that we are not alone during December. Yeah. And that has nothing to do with if you like the prompts or if you like the prompt list, if you want to skip prompts or whatever. Also with the things that have been said before, that has nothing to do with that in my eyes. And that is also what you have included indirectly in this thing, because you said that you have watched the videos even if you thought that some prompts are not your taste or not what you want to do. And that is really, really great, because then this like spirit of Dephemerember can spread around the world. And that is what Barbara and I want, nothing else. Yeah. And deciding to work with a prompt list is mainly because then with the prompts we have like a similar theme, or like the same prompt for each day and perhaps a similar theme, so that it all gets like, I don't want to say, it doesn't really get themed with that, but it's a little bit more handable. Do you know what I mean? So that you know, okay, we are talking about this prompt or that prompt, but that would not be necessarily important for what we want to reach with Dephemerember. Do you know what I mean? So, let's see. Donna, that obviously starts with D. Congratulations. I hope you will like your scraps. I'm just searching for AD here. So let's staple this on here. Hopefully with not so many struggles like before. So here you go. This is your package, Donna. Please email me your address within the next week. The email address is down below in the description box. And then we have one left. That's this one here. Terry Sue Bone 5396. Nothing bad to say, no negative comments. Everything was perfect. I have been with you and Barbara for years now, and these just get better and better. Already waiting for next year. Here's hoping you and Barbara have a fantastic 2024 and have as many exciting things happen to you as you have had in 2023. Oh, that is really, really cute, Terry. Thank you so, so much. And congratulations. So I have to search for AT, and I think I have seen one here a second ago. And it's the same for you as well, Terry. Please email me your address. I'm sorry, I'm mixing German and English again. And I'm hoping that all of you will like these, or 3 of you will like these scraps. And perhaps if you now think, oh, I haven't won something here, then perhaps you want to take a look to my shop. The link is also down below in the description box. I thought I want to make some more of these scrap packages. They don't have this like beautiful package, but what's inside of this package is the same in my shop. So I have put some of those Heinzlscraps packages to my shop where you can buy them if you want. The link to my shop is down below in the description box. If you click to the link and the scraps are not there, then it means they are already sold out. Yeah, so please don't email me. You can always email me, but don't be confused. Yeah, if you watch this video perhaps a little later and the scraps are not in the shop, then it means they are already sold out. I have done everything I could so that I could put a few packages in there. But yeah, you know, my time is also a little bit limited, but I wanted to have the chance for you that you can buy some of the scraps if you want. And you have also asked for that. So I thought I want to do that, and it's perhaps a nice thing for you. So have a very, very great day and be creative, and see you the next time. Bye bye.